WASD on this. It's arrow keys, isn't it? I've got to remember that. I always get that wrong. Caravan of Courage, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. That's really appreciated. Thanks. Also, folks, are my notifications up there working out okay? Because as you know, I changed everything from Streamlabs to Stream Elements a couple of weeks ago. And I don't get to see them often myself, so let me just check if that one actually... How's that coming? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, good. It's working. Nice to see that. Salty McLovin, welcome back. Oh, you're waiting for a PCR result? Oh, sorry to hear that, Tom. I did see you mention something on the chat about COVID. I hope that's negative. But I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. You might need to go out soon to pick the kids up. You don't want to. Maybe they should just sleep at school. I think that of all days, that would be a good day. Yeah. Save a journey back tonight and then there again tomorrow morning. I'm with you on that one. It's all working? Good. Yeah, that was a hell of a job. Streamlabs got themselves into some hot water again. They've got a bit of a reputation for this, as it turns out. They copy other people's work. I mean, as you know, there's Open Broadcaster, OBS, which is what we use for streaming. Well, Streamlabs, it's open source software, so people are allowed to use it in their own programs. But they're not... It's a bit shit to use the name. So Streamlabs OBS was their version of OBS. So they took the name, even though OBS asked them not to, but they took it anyway. But worse than that, they were targeting Google ads. So if you put in like OBS Studio, Open Broadcaster Studio into Google, it would come up with an ad for the Streamlabs OBS, but then the wording in the ad would imply that this was free OBS Studio. And it wasn't. So, that's a bit shit. And then they got into trouble for... they've done this with other people. I can't remember what it was. They copied something... some of Elgato stuff. Oh, yeah. The Elgato Stream Deck, which I actually use 2 of, one on each PC for various jobs. Streamlabs came out with their app and called it Stream Deck, even though it wasn't anything to do with the actual product, the Stream Deck. So there was that. And then more recently, there's some new thing. It's some live streaming service for console we can do through web browser. It's supposed to be really good. I forget what the name is. And they copied the website of this and the technology, and I mean literally copied it, had the same text and placeholders and names and even the same what's the words, quotes from customers on there. And yeah, so they were just looking a bit too shady and shit. So I used to use them for the alerts. I've kicked them into touch and use Stream Elements now instead. And boy, was that a lot of changing over. A whole lot of changing over. That was a lot of work. So yes, actually, you've noticed that I am playing Hearts of Iron 4 today instead of This Is the President. Now, I enjoyed This Is the President quite a lot in yesterday's stream. It was something totally different. And I was enjoying it. And I was looking forward to playing more today. However, I split the stream up into episodes to upload to the Let's Play channel, which I did last night. And of the 7 episodes I uploaded, I got 5 copyright strike notifications. Thank you very much. And it was for some of the music. I think it was some of the music. I didn't look too deeply into it. But it was. It looked like it was for the music in the game. Great. So the PR people, not directly from THQ Nordic, but there was a PR company that they've obviously employed to go and pass this game on and find an audience on streamers and YouTubers and stuff. They got in touch with me and offered me the game last week so I could stream it early. They didn't mention anything about licensed music in there, so I'm assuming they weren't told. And then I stream it and get a very nasty shock afterwards when I get a load of copyright claims. Now, it wasn't anything that's going to take the channel down. YouTube's really good with that. Twitch we don't know about, so I had to delete the VOD as well. Twitch is, they've got a new system for dealing with copyright claims and strikes that is untested yet. So I didn't take the chances on that. I got rid of it. I got rid of the VOD straight away because the 5 claims in the videos on YouTube would have generated 5 strikes on Twitch, and 3's your limit. Or 5 claims anyway. And the claim is basically that this other company that claims to own the music, whether they do or not, I don't know, but I'm not getting involved in this, is that they would take all the advertising revenue, the YouTube ad revenue, from the entire series of This Is the Present videos I uploaded. So screw that. The company comes to me and say, hey, will you show our game off to your audience? We're not going to pay you for anything for it. It's just, it's for you. And I usually say, yeah, that's great, because it's a chance for me to show something new off, which maybe attracts some new viewers and stuff. But then if I can't actually make any money off the thing and I can potentially lose my channels for it, no, we don't go there. So, unfortunately, this is the president has now been kicked into touch, and I could play it now without the music on. See, if they told me in advance, by the way, this contains licensed music, so when you stream it, turn the music off. That would have been fine. I could have worked with that, no problem. It would have been quiet in the game, but we could, if that was an issue, we could have found some free music to stream in the background. But there was no information, no warning of it, and yeah, so it's a problem. Hey, Morel, welcome back. Welcome back. We can play Hearts of Iron 4 music. Yeah, this doesn't have any issues with the music being put onto YouTube. It's not. Either Paradox own the rights to it and are fine with people streaming it, because that's good. That's good for games, right? And games companies, people see what I'm enjoying and playing and showing it off, they'll go and buy it. And I know this has worked because people have bought this game from watching me playing it. So if I'm going to get into trouble or not make any money out of streaming it, then I'm not going to do it. So. They didn't pull the VODs down, no. There's a company, a third-party company, that claimed to own the rights to the music that was used in 5 of the 7 episodes that I uploaded when I broke the stream up. So that's like 2.5 hours worth of content. And they just claimed the entire monetization rights. So, once we get something like that, I am not interested because I'm not going to make any money. If it was 1 episode out of the thing, I would probably say, yeah, that's fine. But they weren't going for revenue sharing. They was like, we own the entire ad revenue you will ever make off this for the rest of your life. Now, once there's a claim on that, who knows what they might do with that in the future? They might then at some point say, well, we want to take this a step further and we demand those videos come down. So I decided there was no point going any further. If I'd known from the start, I could have turned the music off and we could have had it all up there. And I would have had a nice series that, because I make a lot more money on YouTube from those channels, those episodes being uploaded than I ever do from Twitch. So I don't really want that to be just a pointless exercise, if you know what I mean. Do I even make money from YouTube? Yeah. My YouTube revenue is 4 to 5 times what my Twitch revenue is, just from ad revenue, and that's just on the Let's Play channel. So yeah, it's a lot better for me than Twitch is actually. So anyway, but once there's a claim on one of the videos, who knows what it's going to generate in the future, and who knows what other claims would come on the VOD that was left on Twitch. So we ditched all that. It is not worth the hassle. There's some videos that are absolutely fine that I know have got licensed music in, and if I know there is, we either do something about it or we let it slide. Like the ending to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, that was a beautiful ending with some beautiful music, and that was licensed music. I think that one was on a revenue share, so the people that owned the rights to that track said, "Yeah, you can keep the video up, but we take half the money from the ad revenue." Like that's a fair arrangement. I don't have any issues with that at all. If there was more licensed music in videos that went with that, well, that's a fair agreement. If you want to put our music in the video, we get half the thing. You know, we could work with that. We leave the videos up, but when it's on every single episode and every single thing, there's just no point doing it. I think some of the Witcher 3 things were also licensed, so I leave it up. Obviously, if it's just little bits of episodes, if I can't cut it out, or if I don't want to, or if it's so nice I want to leave it in because it's an important story scene, I don't have problems with that, doing it occasionally, but not for every single thing, and not when the company specifically asked me to show you guys their game. So that was the main thing that really annoyed me. Hey, go and show our game to everyone, and by the way, you're not going to make any money out of it, and you might lose your channels as well, but we want you to show it to your audience. So yeah, that sort of thing really gets me. This is the President, which I was playing yesterday. So it was good. It was a good game. I enjoyed it, and that's not going to be an issue that affects people playing it at home. So I'm not going to review it and have a rant about it, as tempting as it is, because the game itself it was kind of fun. But there's no point me fighting it and trying to mess about with putting it up on YouTube and stuff. PewDiePie had a problem with that. Also, a lot of bullshit companies that didn't even own those rights. Yes, that's also a massive issue. It's been worse in the past. It's better now. but there's a lot of people that can claim the rights to things they don't have. I've had people claim... I've had flipping YouTube channels, gaming channels, claim the rights to video footage simply because they've uploaded a video of the game first or claimed it as theirs. And that's generated flipping copyright strikes. And I've had to get in touch with the company that actually made the game in the past to get those removed and taken down. Because it's not the games company's fault. It's some dick who's gone through some partner network and they've put this content ID thing on all these videos, which has then matched the video footage with a playthrough I've done of a game that they don't own any rights to. Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, that's a lot better than it is now. So... But no, YouTube have a system where if there's a claim on a thing, on the video, that's contentious, that you say, well, no, hang on, they don't have the rights to this, I have the rights to this. You can put a claim in, and the money that would have been earned on that video is stored by YouTube, and it's held until it gets sorted out, and then it goes to whoever is actually in the right. So that didn't used to be the case, but it is now, and that's a whole lot better. Glad to say I'm back. You couldn't get into that last game. I thought that last game was fun. I realised it was going to go very long. And I would have liked to see a bit more. So I might play it off stream to check it out. But no, the other thing I could have done was turn the music off and play it from there. But then if I'm uploading a Let's Play series, it's not going to make any sense jumping in at episode 10, is it? When we don't know what the preamble is. And there's no way I was going to go and start the game again and read all that stuff out with my poor, tired voice. So, but YouTube's good. YouTube works really well for me. It works far better than Twitch does from a financial side and from a discovery side. I just wish the YouTube streaming side was as good for a viewer's perspective. Because I tried yesterday. I went into YouTube Gaming looking for live streams to watch just to see. You know, what the experience is like, finding the game you want, watching someone, quality and all that sort of stuff. And I do find it awkward to actually go in and search for live streams. You can go into the live bit and you can find it, and then you start searching, and then it starts pulling up VODs of other things, or people who were live last week, or channels that aren't live now. And I want to see someone who's playing the game now. So you're typing away and you're trying to find it, and it's more work than it should be at the moment. So hopefully they're getting better with that. But, yeah, Witcher 3 music is usually okay. CD PR are generally good. Yes, they are. They have a pretty good policy. I think there was one, and it might have been Priscilla's song, which is beautiful, and there's no way I was going to take that out of the video. But there was something else. The Assassin's Creed games that I played. Well, actually, that's just Black Flag, isn't it? That had quite a few. It had all the sea shanties. They were all copyrighted. They were all licensed. So we had to... I just cut those out of the videos. Or where I couldn't. I don't think they're as big a deal. But, yeah, the business where the rights owner is saying, we're taking all the revenue that video earns for its lifetime. No. I like geeky history. Welcome, folks. Welcome, everyone, by the way. Sorry you've heard me go on a bit of a rant there for a while. But, yeah, say if I bought the game myself and then started playing it, it turns out there's copyright things on it. Oh, that would have been annoying. But I'd have probably just quit anyway there at that point. But the fact that I was reached out to by a company and said, can you show this game to your audience? I think it would fit great with your channel. And it looked like something interesting. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And then I get all the bullshit copyright content ID stuff. That's what annoyed me. Because all they would need to say was just turn the music off, Mark, because we realise there's some licensed stuff in here. Just be aware of that before you stream it. Anyway. But that's that. I don't think it was the fault of the company that got in touch with me either. The PR people. I don't think they'd been informed, I suspect, that there's going to be copyright issues in there. But anyway, it is what it is. So we are back with France. And I need to try and remember where we got up to. We just knocked Italy out of the war, hadn't we? So that was a good result. And then we're going to try and work out where we're going to close in on Germany. I think I was probably... going to, move some armies around. They're getting some troops on this border. And also, fighting through the mountains here is a god-awful job. So what I'll probably do is leave an army or two on that border and move all my shock troops and mobile troops and everything like that. And we'll put them over on this border. And we'll punch through here. We'll rescue the Netherlands and Belgium. We do want to get into Germany, though, because we need to make Germany fall, don't we? That's the thing. It's all right liberating these, but Germany will only surrender when they start losing their own cities and the victory points go down. So it's tempting to go in through here, but at the same time, don't really fancy fighting my way through the mountains. That being said, we are through the mountains. We've managed to push through. Ooh, that is tempting then to try and never mind this border and just go straight up here. Could be done, you know. Yeah, Italy's collapsed, but obviously they have some land over here because this was actually theirs at one point. So all we need to win is to knock out Germany. Let me just check the war score here. Germany should be the only major power on there. Because I don't think these count. No, these are the major powers. So it is just Germany. Iraq? These don't matter. It's a very... I'll be glad to finish this playthrough as well, because it's been a very strange one where the Axis have been overly quiet. And I suspect it might then kick off with the USSR. We shall have to see. Anyway, we have apparently some divisions over here. Is this a new... What is this? Is this just... Oh, this is Romanian infantry. And that's Czech infantry. That is the whole lot, I think. Right, so can I drag those into one big army? That was one big army. Okay, let's put a leader in there. Who have we got? Who have we got that's pretty good? Engineer, a war hero. This guy looks useful. An organizer, planning speed. Planning speed's not so great. We want one who's from that nation. An inflexible strategist. Good in defense. Commando. What's that? More commando. Are we going commando? I'm looking for something special. Oh, skilled staffer. General max army size +6. Unlocks military high command role, army logistics specialist. Let's put him in. For all he's not French. He is the right... I think he's the right one. Oh, hang on. Is this Philippines? That might be the Philippines, is it? How do we tell? So I'm trying to find something that matches one of these nations. Because we'll get high spec then. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong ones there. No, it's not the Czech flag. I'm looking at these here. Blue with white over red. And this is kind of the same thing, but just rotated a bit. I could go Romania as well. That is the Romanian flag, isn't it? Blue, yellow, yep. Is possible. I do have a Czech leader somewhere. There's one. I don't think I'm going to get the benefits that I want, so I'm going to put him in. And we need to have a sort out as well. So what's this force here? Oh, this is a mixer. This is a right old strange mix, isn't it? Of all sorts of different troops I got bundled in there. We've got the Mexicans out in Greece. What the hell? They're not doing very much at all. Tell you what, with those, I will assign a front line to there. They can get some experience, if nothing else. We can always use experience. We have the Americans. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to think I might want a front line across here, but it's like a big area. It's about 20. I could just about fit an army in there. We do have some allies going in there, so as long as I hold on to that, that's fine. And then these guys are just a few randoms holding this line. Okay. Full-scale thermonuclear genocide. We could actually get to the point where we could do that. Build a few nukes. In fact, we might go into a war with Russia, so we'll have to. So, let me have a reassess of the situation. We've got the offensive army here. This is the army holding France. So I could put the Poles and the Czechs on this border here. which would allow the other things to pull away, wouldn't it? So I need a right good defensive field marshal for that. Where are my poles? Did I put them in there? I did. Right, so let's go to... Let's just put them in the French theatre for now. This is confusing. Which one is that? It's not him. Hang on, who is that? 16 units. What is that? Where are those? Oh, they're on that border. Okay, that's fine. So there. Right, put them in an army group. By yourselves. Yep, that's fine. We can work with that. Who have we got? You'll do. Any old field marshal will do for this. We'll go for organisation first. And they'll get some defensive benefits from that anyway. So, I also have... I don't know what army I just put them in. It's that one. Put them in there. Do we need anybody else? That's 2 armies, which should... Well, it's certainly going to be fine for that area. When we start expanding, we might need a 3rd one in that. But when that happens, we'll sort that out. Okay. So let me just delete that. We'll leave the cavalry in there for the moment until this lot gets into place. I'm going to assign you a field marshal order to that, and it should assign the soldiers to a suitable part of the line. Good. Right, let's get that time ticking on so they can start moving in. Yeah, they're railroading in. That's good. We've got we can ignore those Lend-Lease stuff. We've got air wings with no missions. Have we? We've got... Yeah, we have. Okay. So, let me put those chaps. That order. Let's put them... Can I assign them to a field marshal? No. What I'll do is I'll... Maybe I can assign them to a field marshal, actually. No, I can't. Okay. I've never actually tried that. So, we'll put them over those 2 armies there. So, I'm pretty sure I've got enough stuff covering the rest. I have a pretty large air force now. The French industry has actually come good with that. Okay, so are we going to go through here? I'm thinking... I don't want to meet up with that line, ideally, because that'll be one massive, uncontrollable, huge front. But if I do, I'll just assign some armies over into this and we'll just make it one massive front. We'll just have no option but to. So, if I'm going to bring the tanks up to the front, we need to break through this pretty quick. We bring them up there and then try and storm through and cut that off. It ain't great, is it? Let's make sure that everything gets into place. What's going on? We've got military factories. We should be alright for most military equipment now. I'll just put some more in there. The fighters, we've got so many fighters, so many trucks. We still need some more of them. We'll do that. Okay, we are good to go, I think. We're going to need to get our tanks in there. And, oh, this is going to be a nightmare because we've got allies just sapping food out of us. Can we actually stop that? Get the supply view on. Where do I control? Do I control any depots in there? I can't actually see any. Where the hell? There's got to be a... Is that a supply depot there? Yeah, it is. All right. Right. Toggle supply hub access for your allies. I think that turns it on. We don't want it turned on. We better turn that up. And upgrade the railways, because that looks like it's a problem around there. I can't actually see. Let's make sure that's turned up. Upgrade the railways. Where am I going to go? Augsburg will be... Oh, Regensburg. That's what we want to go then. We want to go and get the supplies there. And Ulm. We're going to actually start aiming for supply networks, I think. There's one just there. It's going to be a bit awkward. But we should be good. The Navy. I have no idea what's the state of the Navy now. Are things starting to recover? Hang on, let's just lob those in there. I'll try and group some of these guys up who are quite weak. We can't do the 2-1 there. Let's just put those in there as well. I think those are mostly older subs anyway. Put those in there. Put them straight on convoy raiding. Are people getting experience? A very little bit. We've caught something here. Do you know what I think we should do? I think we should start raiding the Japanese supply lines as well. That's what I think. Let's branch out. Mine submarines. And 2 more destroyers. Destroyers were the things we were really down on, weren't they? So I'll put them in there. We don't have enough destroyers, but it's recovering. I am slowly winning now, yeah. It was a very long, slow start as France. What we're in 44. But actually, historically, we're in a good position. Italy was about knocked out by 44, wasn't it? What point did Italy surrender? So we're not that far off the historical situation in Europe, apart from this is all very quiet over in the Far East. America's trying to make a comeback, I think. Are they trying to island hop to get up towards invading Japan? Oh, they've got... is that Okinawa? Iwo Jima, I mean. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I want to be there for the end. Get a bit of credit. Get some claims in. Italy surrendered in 43. Rome was liberated in 44. We're in August 44. So I think we're probably about on par. And thanks, Michael, for the hydrate as well. Cheers. All right. Okay. Let me see where my armoured stuff is. Who the hell is that?
Attention.
Oh, all right. I've got another army from this French theatre. Were they not in use? I'll keep them off the front line for a bit. Let's send them to Livorno. The whole army, please.
Attention.
Everyone there. Send them to Livorno. It's out the way, you see, so they can draw supplies from somewhere else and they can train up. And then they'll be useful to add into this this force of troops here anyway. What else have we got kicking around? I've got this army.
Gardez vos rangs.
Were these not on the... I thought these were supposed to be on the front line up here. No, I think I've drawn them out. All right, okay, so we'll put these in...
Gardez vos rangs.
They're all trained up, so that they're ready to go on at any point. Did I see
Attention.
this guy have... He's got a little thing there. You can select a preferred tactic. I can't remember it. Didn't I choose one of those or something? Suppressive barrage. Yeah, let's go with that. I like guns. Big guns. Yeah, let's go for that. Artillery. Oh. No, France never fell in this universe. It's been doing things a bit differently. Hi, Tiger Faust. Welcome back. Okay, so here's the armoured stuff.
Écoutez.
If I move them all in there... Oh, there's a lot of divisions sat in there right now. Do you think we can take Regensburg and then quickly jump out? I think we can. Oh, he's got some points to spend, does he? No. Did he have a preferred tactic? It's gone. I'm sure it flew up there. I'm sure that someone else has. He's a cavalry specialist. You can go with a suppressive barrage as well. Anyone else flashing there? I don't think so. All right, let's roll on.
Attention.
Right, you should, if I select you, it should show me what air groups we've got. Is that it? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Because I'm sure we have more than that. They're in Italy. Right, assign to... Can I assign them like that? No, it must be right. It's not showing up there at all. Alright, we've got 200 ground attack groups. We need more. We need more ground attack on this. Army 5. Oh, they're intercepting bombers. It's this one I need to be looking at. Are they all on Army 5? There'll be some other weird areas. I'm doing strategic bombing. That's not right. We own this bit now. Stop. Tell you what, turn that off. Put you on close air support. On there. Those are the ancient bombers. The ones that we really shouldn't be using anymore, I think. Let's see. Do we have anything that I've left anywhere else? I do have some there. What's this? What's this lot here? Right then, assign to that. 500. I'm sure we have some more somewhere. Let's put 400 planes into this if we can. Ground attack. I mean, I'm sure I've got some more of these somewhere, but anyway. 400 sounds like a good number. Yeah, yep, ground attack. Following those.